Alright, boneraiser minions, boneraiser, whatever you want to call it. Let me set the stage for this. I was looking at games, I was looking at some Steam games, and I want to say 8 o'clock, I was looking at Steam games, maybe 9 o'clock last night, and I see this new indie roguelite. Always love when you get to, see one of those. It was only $3, decided I was going to pick it up. I picked it up. That's usually what happens when you decide you're going to do something, you do it. And then, much to my surprise, I wake up the next day. I say it was like the middle of the day. It was like 11 o'clock. I've got 10 hours in the game on Steam. And yeah, basically, during the night, I just grinded. I just maxed everything out in this game. If there is one thing that I can give this game, it's that unlike a lot of other, what would you call this kind of game? Some people call them like PNG simulators. Even this one's, animated, but unlike Vampire Survivors. You could call it like a Vampire Survivor I like to call them busted build simulators, because, you look for busted builds. If I could give this game one thing, it's that it does not take too long for it to chew you up and spit you out. It's like you play it for 10 to 20 hours, you max everything out, you do some degenerate shit, just grind the game to hell, and then you're done. And then after that, you're kind of done. Now, for a bit of context, I haven't played, Vampire Survivors. I haven't played, the other ones. This is the first one of these types of games I've played. I don't know if typically you're meant to spend a lot more time, with these games. One thing I'm particularly sure of, or at least I think it's the case, is I don't think you're meant to fucking understand what half the shit going on in these games are. Like, pretty much everything in this game is just completely incomprehensible to me. You're just picking up these little boner mother frickin' guys. And yeah, you're just picking them up. You don't know what they do. You don't know what really the items do. Every time I try to look at gameplay for another one of these types of games, it just seems completely incomprehensible. I don't know what anything is, I don't know anything that's going on the screen. It's just a fucking mess to me. Another thing with this game is it's just like so fucking horny. It'll be talking about, big fucking boners and giving enemies a pounding and just blasting loads and shit. Yeah, it's just horny as fuck. You wouldn't expect it from a game like this. And hopefully this is like the last one of these games that I friggin' mess with, because otherwise I'm just gonna spend my whole fucking life getting drowned in dopamine, which I think is the point of these games. I think the point is just that you get all the colors flashed in your eyes for 10 hours, and then you're like, well, that's enough of that. Anyway, I got a fucking job interview to get to at 3 o'clock, so I'm gonna have to skedaddle on out of here.
With great power comes great big booty bitches.
That is not what he said.
He totally said it.